In the first part of this ESP32 based mega home automation project, I already showed you how you can control your home appliances using both physical switches and manual switches over the internet or without the internet using BLynk IoT platform. Link to that video is in the cards and in the video description. That project was great, but we were still missing one more feature. You see, in the offline mode, that is when no Wi-Fi connection is available, we were only limited to manual switching only. No automation worked in that condition, and that's really a bummer. But don't worry, I have got that covered. Since we are using ESP32, and it has BLE or Bluetooth Low Energy built in, so why not we just use that in our project? But it is not that easy. Thankfully, someone already did the hard work. And this awesome library will take care of all that stuff. Here the author merged both Bluetooth and Wi-Fi BLynk libraries to run them simultaneously. So we are going to use this library. In order to do this, first you need to install it in your Arduino IDE. I modified the previous code, therefore everything will work the same as before. Additionally, now we get the BLE support. Let's see what are the changes we need to make. First, in the app, we need to add one more device. For that, go to the project settings page. From there, click on devices. As you can see, we have already included ESP32 with Wi-Fi connection. Now we will again add ESP32, and this time we choose connection type as BLE. You will receive two different authentication tokens for two devices. Next, in the main page, we already added 12 buttons. Click on the button to modify it. Here if you click on target, you will see, now there are two devices to choose from. So we will change that as per our connection type. We also need to include the BLE widget. And that's all we need to modify in the software side. I will rename the devices as BLE and Wi-Fi for convenience. In the code, first we will include the necessary libraries. Then as you can see here, there are two authentication tokens. One is for Bluetooth, and another one is for Wi-Fi. You need to place your tokens here. We also give a name to our BLE device. Then in the setup section, we first initialize BLE connection, and then Wi-Fi connection, with their respective authentication tokens. In the loop section, if the Wi-Fi is connected, and our hardware is connected to the BLynk server, we turn on the status LED. And proceed to the automate function. This function handles the whole automation part. Depending on whether the board is connected to the server or not, we send the data to either Wi-Fi client or BLE client. Everything else pretty much stays the same. Now let's just upload the code, and see it in action. Here I have configured virtual pin V1 to communicate over Wi-Fi, and V3 to communicate over BLE. You can change it anytime. Now, I will turn on the hotspot. And as soon as the board is connected to the Wi-Fi, we can control the relays from the BLynk application, as well as using physical switches. Okay, now I'm going to turn off the Wi-Fi, and turn on the Bluetooth. Then I will click on the Bluetooth icon, and I will select our board from the device list. Okay, so the board is successfully connected via Bluetooth. Now I can switch the relays over Bluetooth. I can also turn off the data connection, as it will work offline. And, as you can see, we are able to turn on and off the lamp, without internet connection, using Bluetooth and manual switches with real-time feedback. At this point, if the Wi-Fi connection is back, the board will automatically connect to the internet, and we can use both Bluetooth and Wi-Fi simultaneously. Isn't it the most useful home automation project ever? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you find this project interesting, or it helps you anyways, then please drop a like. Consider subscribing to this channel, as I often made such electronics projects. Also, check out my previous projects.